Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video we are going to see how to download and install MySQL Server and MySQL Workbench on Windows 11 machine. Well, we are going to use MySQL Workbench as a client to communicate with the MySQL database. That's why we are going to also install MySQL Workbench in this lecture. Alright, so let us open the browser to download the MySQL installer. So here I have opened Chrome browser. You can use any browser that you want. In a new tab, just type download MySQL and hit enter, and go ahead and click on this first link, that is mysql.com. This will head over to the MySQL downloads page. Alright, and here just scroll down and here you can see MySQL community downloads. So go ahead and click on this link over here, and here you can see MySQL community downloads, and these are the different products. And here we are going to install the MySQL for Windows. So go ahead and click on this MySQL installer for Windows over here. So here let us download the MySQL installer, and you can see the MySQL installer version 8.0.40 is the latest version as of now. If you want to choose the specific version, you can select over here, but in this video we want to install the latest version, so let us keep the default selected as it is. Next, select the operating system. So as we are going to install the MySQL server on Windows, so here Microsoft Windows is selected by default, and here you can see the two options. So MySQL installer web community and MySQL installer community. If you want to install the MySQL server using the internet, you can use this. If you want to install the MySQL offline, you can use MySQL installer community. So we are going to use this second option. Okay, so just go ahead and click on this download button to download this installer. And one more important point here is you can see this 32-bit. So this installer will support both Windows 64-bit as well as 32-bit. Okay, so let us go ahead and click on download button to download the installer, and it says log into the website, but we are not going to log in, so just say no thanks, just start my download. And you can notice here the download is started. So just wait a couple of minutes to complete the download. And notice here the installer MSI file is successfully downloaded. Let us open in the folder and go ahead and double click on this MSI file. Let me minimize this. And here we need to choose the setup type. So here just click on this custom, because we are going to choose MySQL Workbench as well. So just click on this custom and click on next, and here we need to select the products. So here let us expand this, and just choose the latest version of MySQL server here and just drag it into the install section. And here we are going to also install the MySQL Workbench. So go to the applications, just expand it, just expand this MySQL Workbench and just choose the latest one and just drag it into this installed box. Okay, now we have MySQL server and MySQL Workbench. Next, go ahead and click on next button to install these two products. And here these two products are ready to install, so go ahead and click on execute, and you can see the progress. So just wait a couple of minutes to complete the status of these two products. Perfect. Notice the status complete. So go ahead and click on next button, and here ready to configure. So here we need to basically configure the product. Just click on next, and here type point networking, so let us keep the default as it is. Click on next, and here it is asking for authentication method, so let us keep the recommended option as it is. Click on next, and here we need to configure the password for root user. Well, by default the admin root user is created, and here we need to configure the password for that admin root user. So here let me enter the password. So make sure that you remember this password, because we are going to use the root user throughout this course. If you want to create a different user, you can just use this add user option and add the user accordingly. Okay, but in this course we are going to use the root admin user. Next, click on the next button over here, and here let us keep the Windows service name as it is, and here start the MySQL server at system startup. Well, whenever you start the Windows operating system, then by default this MySQL server will start. Okay, if you want to start the MySQL server at system startup, just keep this selected, otherwise you can just untick it. If you untick it, you need to manually start the MySQL server. Okay, next click on next button, and here we need to give the server file permissions, so just keep selected as it is. Click on next, and here apply configurations, so click on execute to apply the configuration step by step. Perfect, the configuration for MySQL server was successful. Next click on finish to continue, and here click on next button. Before that you can see the status configuration completed. Okay, click on next, and here you can see the installation complete. This means the MySQL server and MySQL Workbench successfully installed in a Windows. Okay, if you want to start the MySQL Workbench, just keep selected as it is. Click on finish. Next, in order to verify whether the MySQL server is successfully installed or not, we can go to the command prompt and open the command prompt over here, and here just type MySQL, hit enter. You can see MySQL is not recognized as a internal or external command. So in order to solve this issue, we need to add a bin path of this MySQL installation to the environment variable path. So let me show you how we can do that. So go to the file system and go to the C drive, go to program files, and here just search for MySQL and just click on this MySQL server, click on bin and just copy this bin path and go to the search bar and just search for environment and open this edit the system environment variables section. Click on this environment variables, and here go to the system variables, select the path, click on edit, and here click on new button to add a new entry and just paste this. Okay, next click on OK. Next let us open the new command prompt. Just close it and open the new command prompt, and here just type MySQL --version, hit enter, and there we go. You can see MySQL server 8.0.40. It means the MySQL server is successfully installed. Next, let us also verify the MySQL Workbench installation. So just click on this MySQL Workbench, and you can see the user interface of MySQL Workbench. Next, in order to connect MySQL Workbench with MySQL server, we need to establish a connection. So here by default, the MySQL connection is opened by root user. Just click on it. Well, if you remember, while installing the MySQL server, we have given the password to the root user, right? So that password you have to give over here. Okay, and just click on save password in default and just click on OK. And there we go. The MySQL Workbench is successfully connected with MySQL server. Next, we can go ahead and use this MySQL Workbench to communicate with MySQL server. So basically MySQL Workbench is a client that we can use to communicate with MySQL server. And this MySQL Workbench provides a graphical user interface that we can use to perform different queries to the MySQL server. So in upcoming lectures, we'll learn more about how we can use MySQL Workbench, how we can use the command line interface to communicate with database. Okay, so in this lecture, what we have done, we have installed the MySQL server as well as MySQL Workbench in a Windows 11 machine. Alright, great. In next lecture onwards, we'll start learning SQL. Okay, great. I will see you in the next lecture.